The following portion of Bloom is sponsored by Boston Scientific.
Welcome back to Bloom. For men undergoing radiation therapy for prostate cancer, there are many side effects that can impact urinary, sexual, and bowel quality of life. Well, now there is a treatment that can help minimize these side effects. Joining us to tell us more is radiation oncologist from the Watson Clinic, Dr. David Graham. Welcome, doctor.
Thanks for having me.
So, doctor, how common is prostate cancer and how is it typically treated?
Prostate cancer is the #1 non-cutaneous malignancy diagnosed in men, and it affects 1 in 8 men in the United States around the average age of 67. We typically treat it with one of two modalities, either surgery or radiation therapy.
Okay, and can you describe some of the common side effects of radiation therapy?
Fatigue, urinary frequency, and diarrhea.
Okay, and why is SpaceOAR Hydrogel important for patients undergoing radiation therapy, and what exactly is that?
Well, it's a bioabsorbable gel that we place in the operating room that moves the rectum away from the prostate, thereby limiting the dose to the rectum, which improves both acute and long-term side effects and improves their long-term quality of life.
And where is the SpaceOAR procedure typically done, and are there any risks involved?
It's done typically at the hospital or at a surgery center, and the risks are fairly minimal, and they're usually back to work the next day.
Oh, wow, so it's a quick turnaround.
Very quick.
And why is this so beneficial to your patients?
It takes a curable malignancy and decreases the long-term side effects, knowing that they're going to live a long time. If you can decrease those long-term side effects, it really affects their quality of life.
And then your relationship with patients. I mean, I know this is something that you like to explain to each and every one of them because it is something that's very helpful as part of the healing process.
Yeah, I try and put it in all my prostate patients, knowing that the long-term side effects can be devastating, given the good survival with prostate cancer and the fact that they will be alive long enough to see some of those side effects.
And if treated early, is this kind of cancer something that you do have longevity in life?
Very curable, especially if diagnosed early, and we use a PSA test to let us know if there's possibly a cancer hiding in the prostate, which requires a biopsy and possibly further treatment.
And so this is something, if a patient wants to come to your clinic, they can sit down and talk to you about the treatment protocol and the use of SpaceOAR?
Yes, ma'am. We are pleased to offer this cutting-edge technology at the Watson Clinic.
All right, well, this is very exciting that this is right here in Tampa Bay, and we certainly appreciate you joining us to share the news with our Bloom viewers.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. To make an appointment with Dr. Graham at the Watson Clinic, call 863-603-4717. And to learn more about SpaceOAR Hydrogel, visit SpaceOAR.com. We'll be back with more Bloom right after this.
The preceding portion of Bloom was sponsored by Boston Scientific.